time to paint another picture for you. You're behind in your golf round. You're not doing too great. But then you see the opportunity for good scoring. You go up to the tee box, par 5, and it's less than 500 yards. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to go over another how to approach, and that is how to approach a short par 5. You know, these are the moments us not so great golfers, us higher than 10 handicappers, can actually save our score a little bit, reduce the damage on the last hole or the hole before, and try to get at least a par and score well. This video, as I've said with the last video, this is targeted for people who are above like a 10 handicap. Anybody who is struggling to break 90, anyone who can barely get into the 80s, anybody who's at that level or higher, this video is for you. Because if you are a scratch handicap or you're like shooting in the 70s, low 80s, and you will come across a par 5 that's less than 500 yards, you're going to be hitting like a driver and a 3-wood, and then you're like on the green. So this video is not for you, because today I'm actually going to go over more safe precautions, because this is what you need to do to score well. The people who shoot the best are the people who don't hit driver every hole, the people who hit 4-iron and 5-wood off the tee all the time. With that mindset, I'm going to take you through how you should go over each shot of a short par 5 to make sure that you can secure a par at worst. Tee shot is very important here. You need to get something at least 200 yards. If you can carry the ball 200 yards with your shot, that is a great position to be in. You just hit the ball 200 yards, give it the fairway, it's gonna roll like 10 yards. That's a great spot. All you gotta do is hit the club to do that. It's that simple. I don't know what club that is for you. For me, I would do like a 3/4 driver to just get it down there. Maybe I'd hit a 3 or 5-wood, probably 5-wood because I'm good with that. Now, yes, I do say this, but at the same time, I'm really like fighting the urge to tell you, if you don't hit driver off the tee on a par 5s, you're a loser. But if you're trying to score well, you should not hit driver on a par 5 if you can't hit driver. But I'll stick with the case of this video. If you need something to go 200 yards at least here. If you can do that, you're in a great position. That's all you need to do. Just make sure you're not in any bunkers, any hazard, any rough position. Fairway or rough, get down there 200 yards. If you can do that, you're a phenomenal spot. The shot number 2 on a par 5 is very important. A lot of people here will be like, go for the green. I'm going to tell you, no, don't do that. That's how you end up doing something stupid. If you're in a very wide par 5 and there's fairway left and right of you, like there's no out of bounds or hazard, then yeah, I'd probably tell you hit like a 5 or 3-wood. But in this situation, you just want to advance the ball. So let's assume you get the ball 210 yards, and you're dealing with something that's 490. If you want to get into a situation where you're doing like a chip onto the green, you need to be under the 100-yard mark. To get there, you need to advance the ball about 180 yards. Keep in mind, any club that you hit will roll like maybe another 5 yards. They don't usually, on the fairway, it usually doesn't stick. It usually rolls more. But this is also assuming we're in like the longest short par 5. Like if a par 5 is more like 470, 480, that you honestly could just hit an 8-iron on that second shot and you'd be chipping on your third shot. Once again, do anything to advance the ball good yards that you know will keep you safe. Assuming you did everything okay, you should be looking around the 100 mark. Maybe you could be in the 120s, but you want a wedge. You want to be hitting a wedge or a low iron, like a 9 or a pitching wedge. Yes, I know a pitching wedge says a wedge. I think it's an iron. Realistically, a pitching wedge, a 9-iron, and maybe a gap wedge are like the easiest clubs to hit. So if you can get in that range and hit any of those clubs, you're in a good spot. You just got to get it on and 2-putt. Now, yeah, I say that like it's easy, but keep in mind, you just got to get it close to the green. Even if you don't get it close to the green, you could get it up and down, or you could putt it just off the green. You just need to be set up in the 100-yard position at least, so that you can actually score very well. And then you got to putt. Putting sucks. I will acknowledge that. But there's nothing much I can really tell you on what to do with putting. You just need to be on the side of caution on these holes. A lot of people will get carried away, like with the short par 4 video I made. A lot of people will see that low number and get carried away and be like, yes, I can do it. I'm going to hit driver. No, just be cautious. If you know you can hit certain clubs, set yourself up to hit those clubs. You have 3 shots here before the green. Use them. Use them. You can mess up a little. You can hit it like left or right. You can hit it in a bunker. You have shots at your disposal. Set yourself up and be safe about it so that you can use the clubs that you know can get yourself on the green in regulation and even close to the pin. So that is how you approach short par 5. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, like, share the video with people who need it, and I will see you guys soon.